Board members, if I can get you to take your seats, we'll get started here. Want to welcome everyone to our board meeting. We just come out of executive session. We'll go to our opening business, and want to welcome you here today. We'll start off with a pledge of allegiance from, I believe, Board Member Cannon's going to lead us in that. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next, we have our board member message from Vice Chair Brittany Cummins.
Okay. First of all, I want to pull up a quote from a great American philosopher. If I can figure out how to do this, I'm sorry. Okay. So I just put the IP address in there. Oh, okay. Oh, here it comes. Okay. 4943. This is the one. Okay. The valiant spaceman Spiff is being pursued, by a disgusting scum being. Spiff spots his hovering spaceship and bolts for the ladder. But he's too late. The awful scum being is upon him. It's all over. It's all over. I told you 3 times recess was over. Now get inside. Calvin often looks at authority figures in his life very differently than most people do. I love the ones about his mom, because I have a son who told me the other day, it's a monster coming after me, right? And that, what I like about this particular thing is it looks at a person from one perspective. Oftentimes we interact with people that are different than us, and we often look at them and we make assumptions about who they are based on our interactions with them, and we assume or we make judgments, and we perceive them maybe not how they really are, but how we take them to be. And I wanted to share this in humor because I think we do that all too often, but I wanted to share my gratitude for this opportunity to work with all of you, that sometimes we share things differently. We are very different people, and yet we I think from the most part, we have good intentions. We want what is best for students in the state of Utah. So I wanted to share my gratitude for the opportunity to work with all of you as board members, with the people who work here in this building at USPE, as well as all the amazing people who participate in our meetings. They give feedback, they talk to us, the constituents that call, the people who are a part of it, whether we agree or not. The intentions that we all have are fantastic. And so I just hope that we have matured from our Calvin days and that we can see people for who they are and the intentions that they have. So thank you for the opportunity to work with you.
Thank you, Vice Chair Brittany Cummins. Next, we will have the introduction of our new employees. And so we'll have our new employees come up. If Board Member Belknap is right on cue there, turning on the mic.
So we have 3 new employees this month.
Mike.
In the mic.
In the mic.
Hi, it's on? Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I'm just on. Okay. I'm Wendy Gill. I work with child nutrition programs, and I am a school lunch program specialist.
Hi, my name is Val Murdoch, and I'm working in student advocacy services with Title I compliance. And I'm a huge recess advocate.
Hello, I'm Camille Sheik with Student Advocacy Services, and I'm a program manager.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining USBE. Next, we'll have Kathy Jensen come up and introduce our student artwork.
Good morning. Thank you, Chair Huntsman. I couldn't help but relate to the comments of Board Member Cummins. She mentioned monsters. We have some monsters. And as I was looking at the monsters from Lone Peak in the Canyon School District, these are first and second graders. I think I still sometimes think there's a monster under my bed. These students did reading, and then they drew what their monster was and illustrated the story. You see then the replications of sugar skulls. Students in the 4th grade studied Mexican heritage and culture in their social studies and then created the sugar skulls. And then we move over to this side to Willow Springs Elementary. You see some Native American pattern pots with some of the pictures, the pictographs that might be common in ancient Native American art. So the one that I really want to highlight is this next piece, which is a mural, a combination of student work. And this also goes to what Board Member Cummins said when she talked about individuals. Each individual made their little square. Each is different. Each has its own beauty. They came together to show community, and the students studied about community and talked about how it takes individuals and many differences to come together to make community. And I love the symbolism of that piece as it came together. Then these are, of course, outer space, and don't they look almost as beautiful as those pictures that we see from the Hubble telescope? And they really do reflect what we're able to see about outer space and make us feel very, very small. The back wall has some fall artwork from Hawthorne Academy in the Salt Lake Valley, and you will see a combination of art and writing. Thank you.
Thought about it, but here I am. Happy Thursday. It's great to be with you. My name is Ricky Scott. I am your science specialist here in teaching and learning. I'm also Jolie Honey is the secondary mathematics specialist and the STEM coordinator. We are here excited to introduce to you our 4 finalists for the Presidential Award in Mathematics and Science Teaching. This award, just so you know, is the highest award that can be earned by a mathematics or a science teacher here in the nation. The process is pretty rigorous. The application includes a video and a pretty lengthy reflective narrative. What happens in the review process is they first go through a state review here by some of the higher ed and LEA leaders here in the state. Then we as a state select finalists. Those finalists then move on to a national review. And then further beyond that, they go on to the White House, where the final of the 4 finalists that we have, 2 will be selected as awardees of this award. And the awardees receive a $10,000 cash prize, a trip to go to Washington, D.C. to kind of meet with the other awardees, and a certificate signed by the president. So I introduced to you our 4 finalists. If they can stand up, I'm also going to ask, I think it's okay, they each take about a minute to come and kind of talk about themselves, introduce themselves to you. So let's go in this order. So first, we have Debbie Morgan, who's a science finalist from South Sevier High School in Sevier School District. Rachel Rolfe, who is a mathematics finalist in Hillside Middle School, Salt Lake School District. Mike Spencer, who's the mathematics finalist at Juab High School in Juab School District, and then Megan Zarnetsky, another science finalist from Treasure Mountain Junior High and Park City School District. So we want to quickly recognize them, but then also recognize they have superintendents and administrators and spouses and family that have come to support them as well. So you talk to them. They're the good.
Hello, like you said, I'm Debbie Morgan from Sevier School District. My superintendent is amazing, Kay Douglas, and he is here today. This is such an honor and a privilege, and like my heart's just beating because it's just exciting. First off, to be here with Utah State Board, woo-hoo, and to be able to just share with you, my students are doing incredible things, and this only happens because, as you all know, it takes a village to raise an educator, and so I've had some really good villages to help me on my way. That's really helped me and my students grow in ways that we never thought possible. Because we're in a rural school district, sometimes we don't always get the opportunities that the bigger school districts afford. And since this award and before it, I've just had doors flying open. And right now I have 2 groups of students working on NASA projects with NASA mentors, and they'll get to travel to Caltech in the summer and work with astronomers and do real scientific, authentic research that is just going to light fires under them and cause changes in their life that would never be possible if I didn't have a supportive administration and kids that are just on fire. The other thing is I am currently a Utah Teacher Fellow, and I just want to express thank you to the Utah State Board, to Superintendent Dixon, Jeannie Rowland, for all the support of Utah Teacher Fellows this year. It's been an exciting journey, and right now we're currently conducting focus groups with teachers to get teacher voice heard, and we so appreciate the support that you guys have given to us. Thank you.
My name is Rachel Rolfe, and I am a middle school math teacher in Salt Lake District, and I teach 7th and 8th graders. I knew from a really early age that I wanted to teach mathematics, and so I'm really honored to be recognized for being able to do what I love. Working with kids is the best thing in the whole world, and I'm so lucky to every day be with them and to learn from them. This year we have had some really fun opportunities, and I'm really working hard with students to get them to talk to each other and really think about mathematics in a different way and to share their thinking. And so it's so fun for me to be among some really great teachers here in the state of Utah and to learn from them as well. So thank you for having time to appreciate the work that we do.
My name is Mike Spencer. I teach at Juab High School, and I'd like to say thank you first for recognizing me here. Second, I'd like to say that my being here is really a result of people that have chosen to invest in me, and they invested in me because they believe strongly in students. And we have, one of the others talked about the village, and there's definitely been lots of people that have assisted because they believe by making a difference in educators, they can make a difference in learning for students. And so I appreciate all those people that have made a path to help me grow as an educator. This program has been a great opportunity with the Presidential Award to reflect. And Jolie, I'll just mention, does a great job of supporting teachers in this state. And she's been a big influence, and there's been others as well. But the big thing is as I've been mentored and people have invested in me is what I've seen in my own classrooms. As students talk with each other and they engage in discussions and they're challenging each other's conjectures and they're highlighting thinking and making connections, and they're things that I know will be of value to them wherever they go when they graduate. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Megan Zarnetsky. I teach 8th grade in Park City at Treasure Mountain Junior High School, and I'm really honored to be here today and to be recognized for the work that I do, which is really a reflection on my students and how fantastic they are as individuals. They're the reason that I come to work every day and that I smile and laugh and they're the reason that I have joy in my life. It was fantastic to see this board meeting start with a conversation regarding community and identities, and that's something that I try to integrate into my lessons. It's not just about science, it's about people and our humanity, and I think the future is pretty strong with me and my colleagues here. So thank you very much.
And if you have any questions for them before they take off, I will open the floor.
Okay. Any questions from Board Member Belknap?
This might be for Jolie or for Ricky. How many award winners are there when you say that they'll go to DC and commiserate and collaborate together? I just wanted to have both of those words. When they go there, how many? Is there one from each state? How is it done?
That's not part of the 4C. Turn this on, but that's good that didn't come on the microphone. There ends up being that there can be up to one math selected and then one science selected teacher from each state.
Could be.
Yes. And in the state of Utah, not every state has that, but in the state of Utah, we have had a math and a science representative at the national level every year since its inception in 1983. So and not every state has that. So that's something that we should be really proud of.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? See none. Thank you for being here, and thank you for what you're doing, and thank you for representing this great state. And
thank you for having us.
Travel well. I think, Superintendent, you're going to try to get a picture or something out here. So we're going to continue to move on. Thank you for being here.